So it makes this very doable as they've essentially boxed Bleed in. They take the fight forced towards defender spawn, and hey, completely understandable why they do so. They anticipated this maneuver and they're just a step ahead, dude. Classic Bleed.
Bleed realized that there's not been enough contact inside the flank likely to come through, and then just bulldoze their way into defender side spot and make their way into
Gotta get the
ace.
ace.
Juicy now setting himself up for the ace, but they have the setup, but the stun will not catch Juicy, and instead one tap got stunned out. Juicy will make sure they realize how easy that is, just a piece of cake. Crazy guy doubling down as he hunts his counterpart, and now with the smoke dash, they've opened up this side, the floodgates coming through, and Bleed, they deny. Hi.
Almost feels like a free-for-all at this point. On Blackhawk. Oh, alright. Oh, one tap got set up in a one tap angle. Sadly, not able to live up to the hype, although he does deliver as soon as he's questioned. You see, expecting the recommitment, and hey, saw that coming from a mile away. Again, the push in towards this ace side. Now at least they know that they're gonna walk into what's a potential stand. They know Whip's whereabouts. It's starting to get a little sweaty. Revenant with a decent damage and still in a position to recover.
Josh S. In a crucial position, the smoke fades away. He's able to shut down Crazy Guy, and now the potential of a Thrifty on board.
Isolated.
JH isolates out Wimp in still a 1v1, and he's got to play it smart. He has the spike, but not enough time.
No. This operator, it's gonna be hella hard for them to retake this B site. So if sees where Bleed's hitting, there's still a hypothetical chance for Revenant at the hold. Josh S severely pushed back by utility, although Blackhawk finding the perfect avenue to play aggressive. Crazy Guy out of the equation. No, didn't he spot they had that area was just a sitting duck. Blackhawk continues to deliver. He's been an MVP for Revenant so far in this entire tournament. He's been the only one who's found a voice in this matchup so far for Revenant as well. And a safe plant, something that he can't deny. But numbers is something that he's managed to do a lot of damage to. Yeah, they can actually take it down through the box. Stuff. Still gives the time though for the reposition.
Still 2v2 on the map, and Blackhawk in one tap guard. With the opportunity to pull this off, they got the utility to isolate the site. The nade pushes Scary off, and Blackhawk, he gets one per Darion with the instant trade. Now his position known, he's very low. Blackhawk pulls off a crucial
confidence for this, but gives them the ability to take fights at their own terms. Brilliant. I like this.
Revenant looking to get a lot more proactive. They found a pick for themselves, and they'll make that 2 more with Josh S. Able to pick them out as well. Bleed now stumbling and fumbling, and Revenant making it count. And really hurting their economy while building up their own. In the meantime, Josh S with the triple, leaving now Crazy Guy on his lonesome. The Hunter faced with an impossible task, with Blackhawk coming through on the flank as well. He's gonna have his back turned. And he'll get a recipe for success. It's taking the fight to Bleed, fighting fire with fire and making it count. With Rolling Thunder though, Bleed trying to answer the aggression with some of their own. They get a 1-for-1 alone, and the Cosmic Divide buys enough time for the counter Rolling Thunder to come through. Now Daniel finds some space on the other side of the map for one tap guard with aggression of his own. He's managed to trade out the spike, but they don't check out Scary.
Giving them a chance here, Bleed.
Comes out to trade, and yeah, now like you said, Bleed, they've got a chance. 2 for 2. But Josh S, he denies a spike, not able to be recovered, and now Darion's got to play it smart. The pop and swing to take down Josh S, and just like that, he's got the spike.
Alright, straight up Pugani peeks him. Alright. Certainly a way to deal with an operator.
I call
now
that
all the pressure put on Wimp.
Now. You know, because Red Bull had the best car in 2022.
Position given away?
Right now, but... yeah, Darion knows exactly where Wimp is. He's running out of time as well. I think even if he does take a fight, he might activate his Nano Storms before he does so to make sure... Revenant might be happy too, because their read seems to be quite right in this position. Blackhawk opens it up. A Crazy Guy with the trade. Scary denies Josh S. On his door, they force in. Revenant, they fall apart. Lockdown now coming through though. to make sure they're not able to retake fast and quick for Bleed. They're just looking for fights, hunting for Juicy. Well, Darion finally is able to get the plant. Scary will ensure Wimp cannot deny. And just like that,
played this 2v2.
Revenant in an impossible position, man. Ching in a 1v2. He's got the drone, sure. They get a lot of information, but they're just looking to fight.
Ooh. Scary. Forward positioning. Lucky one is just heavy. And hey, at least there's support right around the corner. Wimp is able to break the drone, so Josh S still has his position incognito. Beautiful duel from Jing. Still makes it out there. No, Darion finds Josh S. They were reliant on Josh S finding that early frag and making his way back, but they've handed the man advantage right back over to Bleed, and the rotation's instantaneous.
And we've seen this so many times from Revenant. The inability to play around appropriately where they have the man advantage, but talking about seeing many a time, it's the anchor from Black Hawk, though he's only able to get a single one.
No, not like this.
One tap God trying to make his way through the nano swarms, disrespecting the hold, and just like that, the man advantage this time now given away. Bleed in a 3v2 post plant. Happy to play it late because they've got Scary on a crucial look.
One enemy remaining.
Who needs the look? Darion is like, bro, I'll take care of it myself. Almost got himself the ace there. Ching on 36 HP. Trying to be the difference maker. Oh god, salty stuff. Supplemented with it. It might give Revenant the facilities to set up one tap God in such brilliance here in the future. And hey, we talk about the brilliance in the future, the brilliance in the present. We praise them with showers, and they're close to pulling off a flawless round.
And look, this time around, pull this off. He's waiting for Revenant to just make a small error, make a small mistake. I love this, Revenant.
Right there.
If she's alive, that is. See, one tap.
Will be. She's setting up the contact for herself with her turret. The contact turret to set up the stun. Beautifully done. This is what I think Bleed wanted to practice.
Yeah, the turret is a true teammate, man. Right out the bat, Revenant trying to contest this A position early. Let it be towards short, let it be towards fight. Simply not given whatsoever. They walk into what feels like it's almost their graveyard. That's if Darion stays alive. Oh, okay. VCT commitment, a crazy guy giving back his guardian. They only get a single kill. This is the demon that we were hyping at. Yeah.
And they can't afford to lose
like
this. Josh
match,
has
man.
spotted out. Josh and Ching again.
Spike planted.
Buddies, the new acquisitions for Revenant, trying to pull out the impossible. Juicy holds it down with his off. They had to separate themselves and know exactly now where the two players are. As Juicy and Darion will combine together and make it happen. Juicy with a nasty one tap onto Ching. But Josh he's making the look happen. He's gone ring around the Rossi, but it's a couple of light shields on them as well with barely any utility. Nothing for Ching, nothing for one tap guard, and Revenant, it's all falling apart. They expect the B side hit, knowing Revenant have got a broken buy, and the nano swarms with the aftershock make sure one tap is sent straight to his grave. Josh has taken out as well towards the long. Revenant just now walking into the death trap. The crosshairs of Juicy's up.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's nice.
The operator.
One enemy remaining.
We're happy discussions later because Bleed, they're going to pick up exactly where they left off. This is exactly how they played their pistol yesterday, and they're doing it once again. That mid-aggression coming into play, and Juicy and Darion, they've doubled down, they deliver, and Juicy ensures their one-tap guard has been shot down. Just like that, 5v2 now on the retake. And Revenant, they haven't even got the space to get the spike.
Player standing.
And like you said, right?
Plays that bonus round. Revenant trying to force this ace side down and should be able to make it happen easily, but once again, Bleed's mid-aggression works out. Crazy guy shuts down the Hall's look, but Shing and one tap guard with crucial pickoffs. Shing now starting to pop off here, OG, and it's what we wanted to see, but still 2v3 on the retake. Juicy on his op, he can make it happen.
Yeah, it's Juicy versus Ching, baby. Duel from the interview, and it's won by Juicy. Juicy living up to his word. It's Blackhawk, who was the only candidate from Oh no,
Most
the
definitely.
operator. Oh! Sheesh!
B.
Did he get the guy at halt? Yeah, that flick! Not only broke my wrist, but also maybe my ECG for the put that onto me. And Juicy continuing to show form. Oh my goodness, Juicy!
Oh my
Juicing them
God.
to a that he connects on almost a daily. But Josh has spotted out every member from this flank. No,
Oh.
no! Why did he have his business card out and in the open?
His business now bankrupt. He sent a pack in. As Revenant still trying to hold on to that post plant. It's all down to Ching and Black. They make the round happen again. Revenant on a broken bar, playing on the back of their crucial ultimates, and Black Hockey just runs it down. Tries to set up the drone, but he gets taken out. A 1-for-1 trade for Juicy to pick up the man advantage. Ching though, taking his friend out, and just like that, Revenant, they pulled it back, but not for long.
Enemy remaining.
What? What? Are you serious, Carrie?
Again,
I mean,
having
see,
seen this
it's
setup, it looks like
aggression like that you need to punish, dude. Finally, Revenant are able to do so.
look, it's scary.
You have the Hunter's Fury here, man. This is okay.
Spike down.
Okay. Josh with the
Every
huge
time,
trade though.
crazy guy. Every time he pushes that wall and gets a kill. How?
He's able to catch them off guard. Still up to Scary too.
More catching off
Did
guard.
this position count for no Ching? He's not gonna be expecting Scary to come in from there, but Juicy.
In the second half, they have the Hunter's Fury, they have the Viper Split, but getting control towards side has been the bigger problem for Revenant. Try to find the duels, but they're still able to isolate Crazy Guy. The Hunter's Fury gets JH into a very, very uncomfortable
Player
position.
standing.
And Darion isn't able to make good on his promise either.
Was that so best?
He has money.
Maybe just practicing the Guardian.
Okay, I mean, Darion is
One
like,
enemy
dude,
remaining.
I can, deal with it myself. You saved that.
Revenant coming now through on the flank with Joshua in a great position. Can't deny the rotation with the help of Wimp. Wimp turns away.
He hears this though. He knows. That's exactly where they are. It's all about timing. It's all about patience. It's all about that one lethal strike that Josh's can land. Been more than patient. Oh no, no,
RIP.
no,
No,
no, no. They know where Wimp is.
Top 10 moments before disaster. Tragedy strikes Revenant's life twice. That's a nice jingle. But hey, Revenant's still in a great position while Wimp is stuck down low. So is JH, and Ching able to take him out, leave Scary with just 50 HP and a dream. Ching now in this one-off angle. Someone needs to break that
Doesn't
drone
get
from
checked.
it.
He doesn't get checked.
Doesn't check. Oh no.
Avoids the dismiss. Oh my goodness, he avoids the suppress, is able to dismiss, and now able to re-engage on the back of Wimp. They do it in tandem, and the defense holds for Revenant.
Down A.
They're able to dismantle Bleed, and of one small error of Crazy Guy not checking the close cubby. Ooh. And they're just
Lead on
2
their bye
rounds
now.
away from equalizing this.
Yeah, and that's why for Bleed, this buy round crucial. Revenant trying to shut it down. They got Joshua on the op holding down. A main is that chamber we chamber
Oh,
back
Ching!
up on the back of the knock command. They're trying to push it in. Ching catches a Crazy Guy with his fingers to his head on that drone. He's shut down for JH with some crucial trades. Pulls to back, but one tap God now on the flank is Bleed
Yeah.
stuck in an awkward position with nowhere to
Front
go.
forward setup.
Bleed trying to play it slow, trying to catch someone out, force them into an awkward position,
one
get a
tap.
mistake of their own, but all this time,
Nice
he's got one
timing.
tap, got exactly what he needs. Darion though with the trade, and now it's a 1v1.
1v1.
Blackhawk versus Darion and the spray. With the fragment,
Planted.
take him out of orange and set up their plant. But the plant done quite deep, so it's not necessarily a plant easy for a man
Flash.
looking to just play on site.
Oh, brilliant pick. Josh has taken out the equation. No more sniper prowess for Revenant. They need to rely on the front lines holding. One tap God. Does he find timing? You bet he does, but he's not able to find life beyond that. They're not able to. We now need to rely on maybe more of an execute reliant
Again,
set piece. It's Crazy Guy to get picked apart. This mid round hasn't really been working for them, CA, and I understand the change of pace. It's something that might throw Revenant off guard, but they still cope. They still do brilliant on their defense, and one tap got not deterred.
Carry on though in a 1v3. Doesn't an A-side hit. They stack up here. They leave Josh S with the op to mark Halls as well. And it's Shing once again taking that aggressive peek, finding that opening kill and shutting them down. But the null command forces him into an awkward position. He can't reposition in all the hopes and dreams of Blade to deny match point
No,
in the
he
hands of
doesn't want
Juicy.
Whip.
But wait, what? Whip!
Oh my goodness, he finds the double, he finds the opening, and he finds himself the closure as well. Bleed! Given away!
Point now for Revenant after a 9-3 loss in that first half in a map that they perma-ban no less. Maybe that needs to change first of all. And put Ching on that rain up permanently so, but again, Juicy, his dash fails. Blackhawk catches him out and one tap god, he doubles down. Josh is with yet another. And Darion, while he does find the trade, he's now in a 1v2.
It's
And
done!
he will...
Nerfed
One
piece of
last
sentinel that he is, has a chance to make history for both himself and Revenant eSports. Bleed starting off on the attack, a swift take towards the B side now ensues. Revenant eSports slow to read it, but they are well aware, and utility being set up for Blackhawk's aggression from screens. He had the opportunity to pick them off, but they find the transition in towards side, and Juicy able to punish one tap god who tried to help Blackhawk from the rotation. Oh my goodness, Blackhawk! He finds the double, the jumping peak from defender spawn, and they find a way to recoup here. Bleed eSports, the man advantage, and Josh S with utility lines them up. Almost found the clutch. It's all on a whim now to find it. 1 versus 2.
1v2 here, and Wimp, he's only got 1 star, so Alexa use it as a fake smoke and trying to catch the player in U-Hall's
Doesn't really matter, especially in a game like Valorant.
flank. The flank already
Big
knife from
flank.
Ching and Blackhawk.
Are they gonna read
They're
it?
in the shop. They're hunting for a pick and they found one. Ching is able to get one.
Kicks
Gets
us out.
the satchel to bounce himself out, and just like that, Blackhawk now unnoticed. In defender side spawn, but he speeds up. I think Darion hears him out, and the Brawler now having spotted him. Blackhawk in a back position, but he still gets a 1-for-1 trade. Now it's all down to
More than
Scary
good.
in that forward angle, all the way towards connector. One tap god is marking him, but Scary can maneuver around the timings perfectly. He can make it work.
What's the call here? Bleed looked to hit Art, so it's the A side that they look to attempt. And little do they know, 3 players in close proximity to try and play off each other. As you try to walk in, there is the possibility for Blackhawk, for Wimp in fact, to just dump them with utility. And they look to commit together. The call should be given on the timing. Juicy still finds the first. Josh Esto on the aggression with 1 tap. They do it in tandem and they do it brilliantly. Teamwork, coordination, and kind of aggression that Blackhawk is taking puts Bleed at an awkward position. They don't get information on the back of that. Oh,
Oh.
the trace of fire, so well read by Blackhawk. And hey, Bleed, they try to make Revenant second guess themselves, but there's no pressure realistically put on this defense. They're just chilling towards the backer side, letting the utility come in, letting the fights to take place as they transpire. And Bleed really haven't been able to layer their fights that well together, at least with utility or decent positioning.
They set up crazy guy to clear off Belong. Josh S, he spotted him out, and with the Prowler noise heard by 1 tap god, he's gonna try to hold on to double doors for as long as he can. Bleed, they're separating themselves apart, trying to look for a play, but instead they just give isolated fights, and 1 tap god, he makes them pay. The spike now dropped, and Bleed, they have nowhere to go. They just have to play for the save. But in the middle of nowhere, it's easier said than done, because Darion is likely to get spotted out. He'll hold on to his Vando, but Revenant they pick up the round.
Here's the thing though, CA, with
Long, so they have a lot of information. They know to expect the hit eventually towards B side, but they get separated, isolated. Darion, he shots not just one, but doubles it down. And suddenly Bleed, they got an avenue
All the
back. They catch
rotations.
a fumbling 1 tap guard. The Nightfall to clear off the B site, and now they will be able to get the plant. With the Operative Strike as well as the Showstopper to play on the post plant, it's Bleed who've turned the tables and put themselves in a great position to close out this round.
they at least read into the fact that Revenant are trying to attempt more individual plays. So Once they shut the first individual play down, it calls for rotation. And Bleed find themselves in perfect position, although they're running back. Josha's still having the utility to win this round out. And maybe to bait utility, like maybe the orbital strike or the showstopper. But he's relying on his chances to get the first strike, and I think he just spotted the barrel. No! Oh no! Darion! He's not able to cover his teammate! Luckily, doesn't allow Joshua to do more damage. He found maybe the second. Would have been a doable ask for Wimp. But hey, Wimp, he makes this more expensive for Bleed. So even though Bleed
should be able to make it countless, Ching. He's just hoping. And his prayers will come true. The showstopper doesn't get hit on him, and they're just able to get the plant through. And look at this plant. The plant done for the late lurk. If they shut down the flank, that late lurk could come alive.
Oh, Joshua needs to find position though. The running back, he has just a few more seconds trying to make as much room, and he finds the frag. He finds the value. He knows position. Orbital strike, however, to confirm the frag.
Ooh.
Man advantage nullified, and it's Black Hawk on the third day force. Something that I've been a personal fan of for many years. We need to see Revenant fan the flame. We need to see Black Hawk make his name. Sadly, he's well denied. Time of the essence. He does the damage, but he's not able to secure the round. And he knows that going down here will give him more money to work with. So Revenant...
The eco not so great. They needed this round. But Bleed instead, they push into sight. And Crazy Guy just 1 point away from the tour they force, which he's sure to make count. One tap god is well caught out, and Bleed now in a great position in the post.
Yeah, it felt like nobody from the side of Revenant were even close to being in a position to fight back.
One enemy remaining.
Same could be said to Josh S. Man got shot in the back of his head. Ching, considering that he did let go of the paint shells, his position given away. So Bleed, they have the opportunity here at Hunt. But hey, Bleed, the last few rounds haven't been all that clean from their end as well. Just save up. Can't afford to let go of the list here. Bleed. You get to face the Wrath of the Storm. Although Blackhawk faces the Wrath of the Prowler. Utility perfectly put in place, and Crazy Guy looking for more. A little too casual perhaps. At least they managed to keep the numbers somewhat even. But with one tap God's commitment in absolute, this round seems to be sealed in it as well. It seemed to be a blood bath favoring Bleed.
Ooh. And Darion, he's been
nothing but phenomenal in this Penta Pro series. Yeah, dude. That'll be an unbelievable result. Oh! Okay. You don't use the running back, however. That means it's even.
Out. In the very first minutes of these rounds, when teams exchange some heavy blows, it is even in the map. Bleed, they're able to shut all the defenders down towards the B side, which means they get the area as an advantage. And now Darion with the plant will be able to get his Nightfall online, but Blackhawk has a crucial position. He's able to catch carry out. And now Darion got out, awkward in his spot. He's trying to make a play, make something happen, but it's easier said than done. He has no prowlers. The Haunt 18 seconds away. No idea where Wimp is coming from.
Okay,
Valiant.
Revenant could pull off. Revenant gotta play it smart. They need this pistol. They've got to play it fast. And they're trying to do exactly that, rushing into this A side, but the Molotov burns them. It slows them down, and Revenant, they're made to pay. Josh, as though he's comfortable with fire, he's able to push in through and get one out, but Bleed, they hold on to sight for dear life, and it leaves Wimp, last man standing, to pull off a clutch, a miracle to save this round. Bleed, though, likely to just double pick him. No, never mind. Bleed respecting it, and they're gonna back off. Bleed in first map would have totally double picked him.
Alright. Now Scary goes in. Doesn't do a tick of damage. Went quick on the reload, Juicy. And not on the punish. Wait, what? Juicy? Why are you doing Scary like that?
Find a win in this series. Best of 3, 1-1, evenly tied.
C-Snade!
Bleed
C-Snade!
with the stomping map 1. But the C-Snade doesn't land. Instead, Josh is able to pull one back, but Bleed immediately with the double trade. It's the Revenant's own nades trying to push them apart. Is Scary. He's able to find the trades, but it's an even setting as the Revenant, they're now going to try to push in strong. They've got to run it back to make it happen. But remember, this is Bleed's bonus round. And Scary, he's popped the Empress. But the Queen, she's made to sit right down. We have a crumpet and a tea, says Josh S. as Wimp will.
Only one man and it's Darion. Everybody else trying to backstab but Wimp lies in wait.
Oh, instead he finds a crucial one. He set his team up for a flank now. Revenant might find the plant for sure, but now they've got to contend themselves, not just with the side. They've got to explore more. Look for the aggression towards defender side spawn, maybe even be short, but with a triple man flank, Josh S. his responsibility now to hold it down, and he makes sure that Bleed finds
from
trouble
JH.
with that double. JH though with the trades now, putting Darion in a crucial position to close this round out, but one tap god, he's able to hold on till he gets burnt to a crisp.
Revenant, despite them winning out Breeze, despite the scoreline being as it suggests at the moment, there's been nothing but a brilliant surprise for a Friday delight. And hey, this might be the last time that we get to witness them in the Penta Pro series. But Revenant have without a doubt left a mark. Not only here, but also in South Asia. To be one of the only teams from our region to take down Bleed eSports in a map.